I'm 51 years old. I used to weigh at least 505 pounds. I'm gonna do a half marathon. Hey there, Full Size Life family. Michael here. Day 101. Went out to the Renaissance Fair yesterday. Look for that video. It's kind of lame. Not necessarily the Renaissance Fair. The video. Still getting used to this. Trying to get my story out there. Still getting my steps in. It's the most important thing to me is getting my story out there. Helping out. So if there's one person that you share this with, that it helps out, encourages them to keep on going and fighting, then my goal's completed, or my goal's made. But half marathon in 42 days. Since I'm on day 101, I got 264 more days to where that's when I'm gonna try to do a full marathon or the Grand Canyon. I personally prefer the Grand Canyon, but with all the fires and everything that happened out there this last summer, I don't want to add to anybody's stresses or problems out there. I mean, the North Lodge got burned down, trails got damaged, and I think it would help. I think it'd be a good idea to stay away just for an extra season. So plan B is becoming plan A, a full marathon, which I still think I'm crazy thinking about trying to do that. Oh, there we go. I need to switch hands. Arm's getting tired already. Just started today. Started a little bit later. I mean, heck, it's Sunday. I don't have to worry about going to work. So, started a little later because, well, quite frankly, it was 25 degrees this morning. And I probably needed a little bit to sleep in a little bit. Getting at 5:30 in the morning is helped me get my steps done. But basically, as soon as I get off at work at 7:30, I eat dinner, watch maybe an hour of TV, then go right to bed. And I think I just needed a little bit of extra sleep to get caught up. So steps today are supposed to be like 21,780, which with my feet still swelling up at night, I'm gonna try to get all of it done first this morning. Yesterday when I went out to the Renaissance Festival to get most of the rest of the steps in, sitting there driving, you can feel my feet swelling up, and yeah, I had to loosen my shoes up while I was walking around there because they were starting to get tight. And it's basically an hour drive to get there and back, or hour drive each way from the house. And well, I had to take off my right shoe on the way home. I couldn't get it loose enough, so I just took it off. But I think my feet are slowly getting better. It doesn't help, I keep on walking on them. I had slowed down on the running to at least take that excessive pressure away. And I think it's helping. Of course, the drugs are too. Talk about drugs. Once I'm done, I'm gonna go take my pill. Allopurinol or something like that. It's supposed to help with gout. And it's basically what I'm dealing with. Actually, it's literally what I'm dealing with. Did a live stream on Saturday. Well, yesterday morning. That was my longest one yet. It was like 45 minutes. Sorry, my nose is still leaking. It's cold outside still. Had 2 viewers. One was my wife. Do appreciate y'all. And as far as like, channel update. I'm almost at 25,000 views on my videos and at 33 subscribers. So thank you. I just can't believe on how much this is how much people are showing support, and I really do appreciate that. You wouldn't believe. What else? Oh yeah, Saturday and Sunday, if you didn't get 100 notifications, or Saturday and Friday, put out a bunch of shorts, little bite-sized things instead of 3 to 5 minute ones or 3 minute ones. And I don't necessarily know I like that format, because it's just a like chunks of wisdom type thing instead of actual substance, or it's just a headline. And headlines are great to get people's attention, and the only thing I view them as is, hey, if I can get someone's attention and they can go to the longer version of the video, because I'm linking those, that I think that'll help. Because obviously I'm a pretty simple person, but the my background's a little complicated, and a headline doesn't just fit. I mean, the little start I do some of the videos, I don't know what y'all's opinion on it, as far as like, it's like 9 seconds long, something like, I used to be 505 pounds at least, and I'm gonna walk a half marathon, and I don't know what y'all's opinion about that is. I like having something at the beginning that helps people understand why I'm doing this. I just don't want to tell my whole story in 9 seconds, because that's about how long you get before someone clicks off. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do it like this version. Maybe I should just do a picture of me, half marathon with the voiceover. I don't know. Need to get my wife to send me a bunch of the my older pictures and see if I can find some more of a full length picture of me, a little bit slimmer, so at least I can take a picture where I'm at now, where I was at, I don't know, about 4 months ago, and where I started out at it like 3 years ago. I think that would probably be better. If you don't notice, I think out loud a lot. And I'll start doing more live streams. If you haven't seen one of my live streams, it's basically like this. And if I get someone in here and that wants to chat and say hi, all that, I'll answer questions, I'll respond live on video if I can. I mean, most of my life is an open book. I'm not going to tell you what my social security number is, and I'm not going to tell you what my mother's maiden name was, and all that type stuff. But yeah, life's pretty much an open book. I've got to the point where I realize that for me to tell my story, I have to talk about it. For me to work through the issues that I've got floating around my head, I got to talk about it. I got to make sure I don't give them any more power. I mean, I did the one big thing that made it the biggest difference is I cut out the poison. I mean, I'm not an alcoholic. I am an addict. If you ain't figured it out, unless you got a mental illness thing, which I do, depression, anxiety, stuff like that, dyslexic, I'm just weird. And if you, I also figured out I got an addictive personality, and that has probably some ADHD too, or ADD, one of the two. I don't know what it is, but yeah, when I start something, I'll go at it full blast, forget everything else. I can't do more than one big project at a time. I've got so many projects I want to get done, but my size, my weight slows me down from doing those other projects. And if I can at least knock out another, I don't know, 69 pounds. By the way, I'm going to try to weigh in Wednesday morning. Do like weigh-in Wednesdays. But if I can knock out 9 more pounds, be down to 250, and I think I'll be able to, at that point, start working on those more physical projects I want to do. I mean, I've got a very, very nice example of a Oldsmobile Tornado 1967 in my front yard. My wife bought it for me for our 5th anniversary. It was broke, and it still is. It's been in 2 different paint shops, 3 shops total, and the paint is horrible. It's like cracked open like a I don't know, like you're peeling back an orange. That's how bad the paint is. And the transmission's fine, engine's fine, vacuum stuff needs to be all replaced, all the vacuum lines. All the other rubbers got replaced, but not the vacuum lines. And I kind of like that car because it got pop-up headlights like a Corvette, but a full-size person could get in it. I don't know about you, but I've tried to get in one Corvette in my life, and I was a big boy, and of course I'm tall. It wasn't going to work. I'd like to be able to work on that. Got this massive garden that I started. Built a bunch of elevated boxes since I live in the Texas Hill Country. Let's see. This is about normal. You got a layer of about, I don't know, at best at some places 6 inches of dirt at worst every time it rains. See, you can grow rock. Yeah, that's what one of the jokes I say. Yeah, out in the Texas Hill Country, yeah, you don't plant into the ground. Only thing that really grows out here, every time it rains and you want to go mow the lawn after, you have to go look and see if you grew any rocks, because that will tear up your blade, and if you hit a big enough one, it will break your mower. And that's happened. I mean, I've beat up enough riding mowers out here. Had to weld the same one 3 different times on the same spot because it just keeps on getting beat up. And I don't know, I'm just weird. I'm at, see if it updates, 3,500 steps. I mean, I literally started filming basically almost as soon as I started walking. I was on my first lap. So I'm just glad my feet are feeling good this morning so far. I got them shoes just a little bit looser than normal. See if that helps. Trying to avoid getting a blister too. So I use Luco tape on my blister prone areas, and it's prevented some. And yeah, I learned about it by watching different backpacking or through hiking YouTube channels. This one lady, she just did the Arizona Trail. I know she's done the Appalachian Trail. Don't know if she did the Pacific Crest Trail. But just imagine walking the full length of Arizona any time of the year when there's very rare to have spots to pick up water. I mean, there's not that many creeks and streams that flow through the desert. So there's like watering holes and these water troughs, and some of that stuff looks bad. And I think she got hit by some type of stomach bug once on that trip. But I know she did get attacked by a skunk. Oh man. If you don't know about skunks, well, you haven't been paying attention. Skunks stink. But on top of that, they're kind of sort of like a badger and a cat mixed together with the smell of, when I was out in California, kept on smelling skunk, and my wife kept on telling me that's marijuana. And I'm like, yeah, it smells like skunk, but those things are absolutely evil in most cases. When they're afraid of you, they don't run away. That I've seen, because my dogs have been sprayed a few times in my backyard. And one video I did get, dogs ran up, barked at it. The skunk, started running backwards with its tail up, sprayed, then went up the deck, went right towards the dog door, and God, it turned left before it got to the dog door. It's bad enough I get the absolute pleasure of bathing my dogs, but thank God they're small dogs. If we had a Rottweiler or something that was a fuzzball, but 80 pounds, I don't even know how I'd be able to do it. Yeah. Beautiful day today. Sun's out. Probably getting too much sun. I forgot to put my thing on my head, but I'm not sweating yet, at least not up there, so that's good. Yeah, let's see. That's my Tornado sitting underneath the car cover. That there is mulch for those elevated boxes. There's a fence that goes around them, and there's a gate there, and that there is a big pile of dirt, but it's mushroom dirt. It came from a mushroom farm, so it's got a lot of nutrition in it, or as far as like for plants. And yeah, that pile of mulch used to be 3 times that high. It's been sitting there for about a year now, and trying to let it decompose, because I got that for free minus the trucking part from the county. They take the broken trees and stuff that landscapers want to drop off. They'll put it through a shredder grinder, and it's free for the public. And well, I got a friend who owns a dump truck company out here in San Antonio, and they didn't haul it for free, but they hauled it at a decent price for me, and they brought me 45 yards of it. That was 45 yards. It's probably like 15 now, but it's had time to compact, time to decompose, and it'll help, because that other pile of stuff, that was expensive, and it was just one load of it, but it's not 20 miles down the road. It was, I don't know, 100 miles down the road. But they have a massive garden, and that's what they use, and they do great on their vegetables and stuff. I pulled back from doing all that mainly because I was trying to set up a rainwater setup, and I got it partially done, but the part I need to do now is, well, some of the plumbing broke over the winter on it, so I need to replace that. And I'm okay with some plumbing stuff, not a lot, and replace that, and then I need to get it hooked up to a pump, which I own the pump, but I need solar, or I need to run electricity to it, and that's a big chunk of money. I mean, I got 2 big old solar panels for it, still need the batteries, still need the charge controller inverter thing for the pump. I'm still trying to figure that out, but right now that's not my top priority, because once I get that set up, I still need to put the piping from the rainwater pump to the beds. But I can't do that until I have all the beds filled. All the parts of the beds are built, not the beds themselves. They're not assembled. And also got to put posts in the back of them and fence them, so where the critters won't get in. But on top of that, it's good for like tomatoes and green beans and stuff, so they can climb up them. I had a really good crop of tomatoes and green beans. on the couple boxes that I used. I never could get watermelon to go because once I started to, they were starting to get close to picking or pulling off the vine and stuff. Something happened and they started to wilt and die. And I don't know what I did, but it's a learning process, just like learning how to lose weight, training for a marathon. It's all a learning process. But, oh, and I grew a bunch of carrots. I think I got a picture of that, of just one of the times I pulled carrots out. And I think I'll, if I can find it, I'll put it in here somewhere so you can see it, if I remember to do it. So I'm trying not to edit this that much. But did grow some potatoes, grew a bunch of onions. I did great on habaneros. My jalapenos didn't turn out too good. Tabasco did good. I made my own salsa with my own stuff I grew in my own garden, minus the jalapenos, because my friend who's got the trucking company who does really good at that stuff, I gave them I think a bunch of zucchini I grew, and they gave me a bunch of jalapenos, or it was tomatoes or something. It was a trade, I think. At least I think it was a trade. I don't know. It's been a year or two. Actually, I think it's been 2 years since then. And it's either I talk to y'all or I listen to music. And of course, for people who don't know me and they see me walking around just talking away and nobody's here, that seems a little crazy, but it's okay. I'll embrace that label. Well, I'm going to go back to listening to music for a little bit. I have a tendency to listen to some YouTube channels while I'm walking. One of the ones I like is, the type I like is like people are training for like an ultra marathon or Moab 250 or something like that. Usually those documentaries are about an hour and a half long or something like that. They're on YouTube. And trying to get footage so where I can make something to that effect. But since all I'm getting is a bunch of B-roll, I guess that's what they call it, and talking head stuff or whatever you want to call this, and you'll figure out how to get better shots, like set up my camera somewhere, walk past it, and that's why I got that gimbal, because it's got a little camera, little screen on it, and it'll show me what it's seeing, and I can have it track me and as I walk by and stuff. And I don't know, I'm starting to babble. I'm gonna go back to listening to music. If you haven't liked, shared, subscribed, the biggest one is to share with your friends, your family, your Facebook feed, your TikTok feed, whatever. If you want to chop up my videos and make me look silly or inspiring, go ahead. We appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If you're gonna subscribe, it's free. Ring the bell. I'm working on like a Patreon. I did figure out my website, why it wasn't allowing me to do stuff on it as far as like order stuff. So there's some backpacking type merch on there, or not backpacking merch, but travel, backpacking related stuff. They're pretty cool. I don't make much off of them. I mean, like, if you order something that's like 30 bucks, I might get $2 out of it. So, but I think some of the stuff is funny. So, talk to you later. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Only 264 more days to go to get Project 365 done. Talk to you later. Bye.